What happened during the Khmer Rouge evacuation of Phnom Penh? Imagine waking up one day and finding your entire city suddenly empty. That's exactly what happened in April 1975 when the Khmer Rouge took control of Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia. As they advanced, the Khmer Rouge leadership ordered a swift and forced evacuation of the city's 2 million residents. They claimed it was to protect people from American bombing, but it was really part of a plan to reshape society completely. People were told to leave their homes immediately, often with little warning. Families packed what they could carry and set out on foot or in makeshift carts. Men, women, children, and the elderly all had to move quickly, leaving behind their belongings and familiar surroundings. The evacuation was chaotic and frightening, with many unsure of where they were headed. Once outside the city, the evacuees were marched or transported to rural collective farms and labor camps. These places were meant to be the new centers of Cambodian life, but conditions were harsh. People faced forced labor for long hours, malnutrition, and constant political repression. The Khmer Rouge wanted to erase the old society, so they targeted intellectuals, city dwellers, and anyone suspected of opposing their ideas. This event marked the start of a brutal period in Cambodia's history. The regime aimed to create a pure agrarian communist society, but instead, it caused widespread suffering. Many people died from starvation, overwork, or executions. The evacuation was a key part of the Khmer Rouge's larger plan to dismantle social structures and rebuild Cambodia from the ground up. The regional context is important too. The Vietnam War had a big impact on Cambodia. The United States had carried out extensive bombing campaigns in rural areas to disrupt North Vietnamese supply routes. These bombings destroyed villages, displaced thousands, and created chaos that helped the Khmer Rouge gain support among the rural population. North Vietnam and China also supported the Khmer Rouge during their rise to power, seeing them as allies in the larger struggle against Western influence and South Vietnamese forces. But after the Khmer Rouge seized power, their extreme policies and hostility toward Vietnam led to border conflicts. Eventually, Vietnam invaded Cambodia in 1978, ending the Khmer Rouge regime. So, the evacuation of Phnom Penh was not just a sudden move. It was a deliberate step to destroy the old social order and build a new society based on radical communist ideas. It was deeply connected to regional conflicts, foreign support, and the chaos of the Vietnam War era. This event set the stage for years of suffering and shaped Cambodia's history for decades to come.